Welcome to Two Tunes Podcast.
Episode 1,554,000.
What episode is it actually?
18?
19?
18.
18?
Maybe.
19, I think. I don't know.
I have no clue.
I should have played my tune on episode 17, but I didn't. Bo, it's the day you've been waiting for your entire life since we've been doing this podcast.
How?
Because my tune features
the thing.
hammered dulcimer. Yes. I've been threatening it because every time you bring it up, you're like, also, you never know what it's called. It's like, oh, that thing that I really like. That's like my favorite instrument.
Yeah.
And you never know the name of it. And I was like, oh, I've got a band for you. Well, guess what, Bo? Today's that day.
Okay.
Are you so excited?
Not.
Can you please calm down? Bo, calm down. Please. Sit down in your chair. Stop jumping around. What are you doing? Stop. That's so strange. Okay, you calm now? You back? You guys should have. It was nuts. You should have seen what Bo was doing. It was wild. I can't even describe it.
Wait till this is a video. that is my goal. If you would like to see this as a video podcast, let me know. Let us know in the Discord, or which is in the description of this podcast, or you can email us at twotunespodcast@gmail.com, or you can it could be on.
I know,
it could be on. We could make it a thing. Of course, this whole area would be different.
I'm still locked in Bo's basement.
Yeah.
I haven't seen daylight in 27 days.
Yeah, I know that this could be. I mean, I think it's episode 19.
Yeah.
But this could be episode 17.
Nah, it's episode 19.
It would just be weird.
Yeah.
Because then you'd be like, wait, what? But they just mentioned that thing.
Yeah.
And that didn't come out yet.
That's what we have to do in continuity.
Yeah, I know. You should have told me that before we did this.
I didn't think about it until just now.
Yeah, but I'm just numb, so.
Oh, my.
It's full of puns, kids. Full of puns.
Yeah. Anyway, so the point of our podcast is to share two tunes with each other and y'all. And it's for my friend Bonnie in Texas. That's my y'all for the day.
Okay.
Actually, that was the second one because I had to describe the first one. Anyway.
Was Bonnie born and raised in Texas?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, my friend Christian, who lives in Texas, was not, and neither was his wife. Both of them grew up in Girard, or the area. I don't know. I don't know if they actually went to I don't know if his wife went to Girard or not. Either way.
Okay.
They live in Texas.
Cool.
We've got 2 Texas listeners.
Yeah.
Who are going to start a podcast called Two Texas Tunes.
Two Texas Tunes. That's awesome. One time, I don't know why, because I'm dumb, but one of my first years of teaching, I came up with side characters that were just different versions of myself.
Side characters?
Or maybe just weird personalities of myself.
Okay.
So
you're like, this is the one that I hang out with these people.
Well, no, it was just a thing in the theory class, and it was this thing of I don't know. I don't remember how it all started. The only one I remember is Mr. Texas Bittner was one of the things, was one of the characters. And we just would I don't remember why we referenced him, but one day I
kind of did that in a math class. You were supposed to write your name next to the problem that you did on the board.
Okay.
But we all would give ourselves little weird names. And mine was called Thimble.
Okay.
But the M was a face. So it was an M, and the M's were the eyes, and then I would do a big
okay, I got you,
C shape. Anyways,
yeah. So one day, my kids come into class, and I was like, "Hey guys, I'm just not feeling super well. There's going to be
wait. Is this recent?
No, this was my first year of teaching high school. So this was 7-8 years ago.
I'm not feeling well, guys. So, Mr. Texas.
Well, no. That's the spoiler though. So I told him, I just was like, guys, I'm not feeling super well. I'm just gonna step out for a minute, but there's a sub that's coming in real quick, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, and I really sold it. And then I went into my office and I grabbed a cowboy hat and I came in and for 10 minutes I was Mr. Texas Bittner. And I was like, we're going to learn about music theory, blah, blah, blah. It was so stupid. It's still stupid, but it made me laugh like you're laughing, and it made them, they had a good time with it. It was pretty funny. Yeah, anyway.
In Texas, we call this the tritone.
Yeah, I don't remember. I had some sort of bit going, and I don't know. It was funny to me and to them, I guess. But anyway, so
It's the best episode.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get to my tune that I've been threatening, promising, whatever for a while.
Have you?
Well,
know.
just because every time you bring up Hammered Dulcimer, maybe in my head I'm always like, all right, we're definitely going to listen to House of Waters.
Okay. Anyways.
So House of Waters is a trio led by Hammered Dulcimer.
What? Oh, okay. It's
like that's the lead instrument. No, Max ZT is the guy's name.
No, his name is Hammered Dulcimer, and he's from Texas. All right.
Anyway.
That's not Hammered Dulcimer.
Yes, it is. It's Hammered Dulcimer and like 11-string bass. Actually, it's a 6-string bass, but
okay.
That opening thing is all bass, and now it's
that's a bass.
Yeah, dude, 6-string bass. Moto Fukushima is his name, I believe.
It's a keyboard.
Nope, it's a bass, but it's massive because it has a lot of strings. Also, do you know why it's called 17?
Because there's 17 strings.
Nope.
I don't know.
Because
it's in 17.
In 17, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it. Like it never really like I want to groove to it.
No, it does groove though. But yeah, it's just a trio with hammered dulcimer, 6-string bass, and drums.
It sounds like an organ, doesn't?
I know.
Like he doesn't really even like. It doesn't sound like there's any plucking.
Well, now he is.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of like the battles.
Okay, could see that.
Which we talked about in our first episode.
Yeah.
Which is our second popularist because people like to go back and listen to the beginning.
What's the most popular?
I don't know. I forget. It's one of the more recent ones.
Yeah.
I think it's like the Saul Williams one.
Oh, okay.
Which doesn't make sense. I think it was just like we told people about it.
Oh.
Like, how is he doing that on the hammered dulcimer?
So, can you pause for a second?
Yeah, you're the equidistant to the pause button.
I can't reach it.
You're taller than me.
Yeah, but I still can't reach it. That's a little bit more on your side. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got these, I guess they're called hammers, I don't know, little things that he's just like wailing on this thing. Yeah.
They bounce.
But it's cool. I really like this band a lot. I have not gotten to see them live yet. They're on my I don't know, bucket list or whatever, if you will. They do have some like live videos and stuff. In fact, they just did one oh gosh, not that long ago. There was like a several Ground Up. They're on Ground Up, which is Snarky Puppy's label, but there was several of those groups that did live streams at somewhere in New York. I don't know.
Okay.
Where it was like just the band on stage and then like the host and like a couple people to make it happen, like with recording and lights and stuff.
Yeah.
And like Sammy Ray did one of those too, and Becca Stevens and some different people, even though Sammy Ray is not on Ground Up. But anyway,
I was just about to ask. Like, is she on there?
No, she's not, but just I think it was like the same venue or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, they're just a cool, groovy, based band, and I just love it. Yeah, and the stuff that he does on the hammer dulcimer and then the 6-string bass is just ridiculous. The things that they do. Like you said, it sounds almost like a keyboard type thing.
It doesn't sound like bass.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming maybe he's running it.
Did you say 6?
6. I just looked up.
Okay, because like I got a 5-string bass over there.
Yeah.
And
like
it sounds like a bass.
I was looking up something about them, and the one link that I went off of, it had, let me see if I can find it here. It had a link to him, and when you open, it shows the Katana concept bass, which I guess is the bass that he...
Wait, katana? Or...
Katana as in like a sword. It's called the Katana bass.
Okay.
Which is collaboration with Moto Fukushima, who's the guy that plays it.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. There's a picture. So many strings.
Yeah.
It's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but it isn't. When you look at a bass, like there's like 10-string instruments.
Sure.
I'm not even going to say like they're basses or guitars.
Yeah.
But they're those, and they. But it does. Is he like tapping on it?
I think so.
Like he's not plucking the strings. He's like hitting.
Yeah.
So he's like.
There's a cool like music video for this, where they're like
417.
Yeah, where they're playing outside, and stuff that you can see like a little bit more of what they're doing.
I want to see that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It does not sound like he's. I mean, there's ways, but like with all the effects that he has on there, he has like he's not plucking the strings, or it's like so compressed, and maybe like there's like it's an auto swell thing where it's just like there's no attack. Because at the beginning part, it does not feel like it doesn't sound like a bass. Yeah, it sounds like a chorded instrument. But I mean, I've done things like on guitar that's like that doesn't sound like a guitar. Yeah, because like so there's behind you there's this line 6. It was made in like 2000. Okay, it's not good anymore. Back then, it probably was really bad too, compared to like the amp that's below it or above it. Thank you for the one above it, by the way. Oh. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you were missing a tube from it, by the way. Oh, well, I mean, sure. Yeah. But so there's a bunch of built-in effects. It's line 6. If anyone knows anything about line 6, you know what I'm talking about. But I had these effects where it had a bunch of delay on it, but I would like volume swell into it, so you miss the attack, and it had like chorus and a whole bunch of other things I don't really know because it was a preset, and I'm like, this sounds really cool, and I never made any of my own sounds in it. It was all just like stock stuff, and wrote songs with that, and it was cool. And Christian, one of our listeners, was like, it doesn't even sound like a guitar. It's like, and this is kind of the same thing. Yeah. Like, this does not sound like a bass guitar.
Have you heard of a harpedge?
Harpedge? Yeah. Nope.
It's like, I've seen Jacob Collier and like Corey Henry play it, like on their Instagram, but it's like I don't even know. Like I haven't like looked into exactly what it is, but it's sort of it's a I don't know, like it's a stringed instrument. Okay. But it looks like you kind of like play it sort of like a keyboard, but also like a guitar. Like it just making me think of that. Like the way we're talking about this. Is it just like
a bunch of strings?
Yeah, and like in front of you, everything, and then you sort of press on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I do know what you're talking about. All right, back to this. 17. I don't like that it's in 17. Because, like, I get it into it, and I'm like, oh, wait, I'm off.
Because but see, that's the thing. Like, I think a tune like this that finds that groove, like, you just kind of lock into it. Maybe it's because you haven't lived with it enough.
Yeah, I mean,
I just lock right in.
I've only heard it, like...
There's just that extra stutter step, you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah.
There's only one other tune I can think about that it's in 17/8.
Like, I'm already off. And then we're back. So, like, because I just, like...
You just have to... But even that's the thing, because it's not that type of 17/8 where it's 4/4 plus an extra eighth note. Mm-hmm. It's these smaller groupings that already are kind of, like, lopsided.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I need to figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah, I like I don't think I've heard a song by these guys that I don't like.
Like cool with enough time I could get into this. But yeah. It's just like I like it, but it's just
I like this ending. Can we go back just to hear that a little bit?
Yeah, reach over. Do a job.
Is it that little part? It almost feels like it could be the end too. Yeah. And then we are getting to the end, and it just kind of does this build into it. See, you're locking in.
Yeah, but like I'm like I'm a robot.
Yeah, dude.
Like, bing, bing, boom, bang, boom, boom, bang. It's gonna no. Yeah. So there's your tune.
Hammer, dulcimer.
What's that instrument? Yeah, it is my. But it's not. It's similar, but it's not the same. I know you're like, yeah, it is. It's exactly the same. It's the same sound, but it's like the one that I'm thinking is played differently. The one that I'm thinking of, because what he's doing is he's hitting the strings and he's controlling every hit. Yeah. Every hit he's controlling. What I'm thinking is you hit it once and then there's a spring that will bounce fast, like it'll. As the spring tightens, it gets faster.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Exactly. It's not a hammer. I mean, it's the same sound. It's similar to it, but it's a little bit different.
Okay.
Because, yeah. Or maybe I'm just imagining an instrument that doesn't exist.
That could be also. Make one up.
Yeah, where it's like it's the piano, but it's not like a hammer. It's a hammer on a spring.
Is it a hurdy-gurdy?
No, but okay. Guess what, guys?
I just wanted to mention hurdy-gurdy.
Dude, the hurdy-gurdy is such an amazing instrument. Like the things that you can do, and the only reason that I know anything about it is because of Bear McCreary. Have we talked about him before?
I believe so.
Yeah, maybe soon. You know what? That's going to be the theme to Black Sails. That's going to be on this podcast someday.
We've talked about doing a theme songs episode.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're going to do themes, but you're not going to know what they are.
Oh, that's
anymore.
right. We mentioned that in the previous episode. We're going
to do themes.
Figure out the theme.
But you guessed the theme. So what's today's theme?
I don't know. There isn't one.
There's not a theme. We haven't started it yet.
Yeah.
But
although we the thing is though we've had
themes.
Well, no, we've had specific themes, but then we've
discovered
themes like we did with the Bill Lawrence and Holly Humberstone.
Yeah, it's right there.
I know it's right there, but I wanted to think if I could remember it.
Yeah. What was the theme between them again?
That they're British.
Oh, they're British, and they're both playing piano.
British.
They're British and they're playing piano.
Have you
That's
seen
so
that?
bad.
Did I send you the thing?
Anymore.
Did I send you the thing? It was like a TikTok or something that was like what's that Disturbed song?
Is it the one that's like with
like British people and it shows like a water bottle? It's like wabbo.
No, you
I didn't
did
send you
not
that?
send
Oh
me.
my
No,
God.
the one that I'm
so much
thinking
funnier
of
than me describing it.
It's the Ed Sheeran song, the music, but then the lyrics are "Down with the Sickness," and it's people reacting to it. They're like, "What?
Oh,
what? What? Oh my! They're mashing this up! Oh my God!" And then like they're singing along with it, and they're like, "I love Disturbed, but it's Ed Sheeran too. Oh my God! It totally fits." It's like, yeah, you can do that with a lot of things.
yeah.
Just look at DJ Cumberbun.
Oh, I follow him on TikTok.
Yeah. DJ Cumberbun.
I've mentioned TikTok several times in like this episode and like other episodes.
So you can follow Brandon Bittner.
No, but
on
like
TikTok.
But here's the thing. I don't actually really ever go on TikTok
don't-
that much. I just see them posted on Instagram.
Yeah. That's where I get most of mine as well.
And I am on TikTok, but I'm not like on TikTok. Like I have an account that I follow a couple things.
I think we
and
talked about that
every
a couple
couple
weeks
weeks.
ago.
I'm like, oh yeah, I should look at this.
I'll look through, and then at some point, it's just like because I don't think the algorithm knows who I am.
But
yet.
same, because I follow 6 of my friends and DJ Cumberbun and
Adam Neely.
I don't even know actually if I follow Adam.
I don't think Adam Neely's actually on it.
Yeah.
I follow people. Scott Toon, Rhett Shaw, somebody who is associated with what's her name? Mary Spender.
Oh, okay.
I forget what her name is. The other girl, though. Scott Toon. Did I already say that?
Yeah.
Just gonna go in a circle.
Yeah.
Say the same thing. All right. So that was your tune, 17 by House of
Waters.
House of Waters. I was gonna say Leaves,
No,
but
House
that's
of Waters,
a book that's over there. It's over there somewhere.
Cool. We're gonna pause now for nothing.
Station identification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Instagram bidet.
Yep. And also sponsored by Coca-Cola with coffee.
Which tastes okay, Bo says.
Dark blend.
I sound like I'm really loud all of a sudden.
Yes, you are, because I can turn you down.
If you don't mind.
Not you down, but like everybody down.
Cool.
It's a little bit weird.
Yeah, we did something different. It'd be funny if like the first half of the podcast sounds one way and the second sounds a different way.
It would.
And by funny, I mean probably annoying to people. That's all right.
Does that do anything to you?
Does that do anything? Whoa, it got rid of me for a second. Now I'm back.
It got rid of you and
Yep.
you're there now?
No, I'm gone. Now I'm back.
Yeah. It's the
Gone,
talk back.
Back. Nice.
But you could hear my voice, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's talk back.
So Coke, coffee. It's all right.
It's Coke with coffee. That's exactly what it is. Like the aftertaste is coffee.
Oh,
Like you're tasting Coke
yeah.
and then you're tasting coffee.
Can I steal that other one when I leave?
No, man, just go to Giant. There's like
Are they cold?
No, they're not.
That's what I need. A cold one though.
They're warm.
Need a cold one, Bo.
I also have this tea with hops.
Oh,
That's gross.
so okay. I have not had tea with hops, but I've had like cider with hops.
Okay.
and I like it, but I don't really like hoppy beers, which is weird. But I like things that have hops in them sometimes. It's a weird thing.
The hops are
nice.
The hops are they taste different once you ferment them.
Sure.
The stuff that's in this tea with hops, it's more of there's more hop smell and taste.
Okay.
If you've ever had if you've ever smelled hop, like fresh hops, not just like, oh, well, I can smell the hops in my beer. It's like,
right.
It's different. That is a completely different smell than like fresh, like, oh, this is a plant that I'm smelling.
Interesting.
Anyways, we're going to talk about Meg Myers. Yeah, I love how it's my song. So this popped up a long time ago in my feed, and I'm like, this is really cool. And then like a couple weeks or months later, another song by her popped up, and I'm like, ooh, this is really cool. I like this. And I added that, and I'm like, oh, I already know this person.
Oh, nice.
Like, it's like this is really cool. So I dig this. It's very simplistic. It's like, I would say it's like indie alternative rock. When watching them live, they're great musicians, but they're not great guitar players.
Okay.
Because so the longer you study music, the more you realize that, and this is going to sound bad to you, Mr. Bittner.
Okay.
But musicians are lazy. And the reason I say that is, like, when you're talking about like theory, it's like you do the least amount of work. Like, you're not jumping all over the place, right?
Okay.
And that's not like a musicians are lazy type of thing. It's like you want it to be the easiest to do, and it'll still sound good. Okay. Like, it'll sound good.
So like I can go 1-6-4-5-1, and I know that's going to work. And I don't have to.
Sure.
And I don't have. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm not even talking about the chord progression. I'm talking about like the ease of playing chords or notes.
So voice leading.
Yes, voice leading. That is exactly what I'm talking about. So like, if I'm on a note, I'm not going to jump like a fifth or a sixth or a seventh and do that a whole bunch of times. I'm going to seconds. I'm going to stay put if I don't have to move.
Yeah.
Ideas like alto lines.
Yep.
They barely move. Soprano lines will move. Bass lines is like, oh, well, I go down to sol and then I come up to do. And it's like they're predictable things. They don't really move around a lot. And as like a guitar player, you could also think of like when you're first starting out, you're like, ooh, everything's on this one string. And it's like, well, no, you can move that chord just up. Yeah. So anything past an A, you can play on, like, instead of on the sixth string, you can play all these chords. Like if you're learning power chords, you can play like everything's kind of below the fifth fret, and you can like just move up, and you can play everything in that. But what I've noticed is this band, everything was just on the sixth string, just moving it up all the way like to the 10th fret, and it's just like, why don't you just move to the next string? Like,
because they didn't get there yet.
Yeah, where I'm like, and I'm not saying that these people are bad musicians, because like this song is really good. And it's simple, but watching them play, and maybe they wanted that slide sound. Like I am moving, I'm sliding from this note to this note. But when you see them live, it's just kind of weird. Like, you've only been playing this for like a couple years, because like you're looking at the guitar, and it's like, it was weird. But
interesting
with these live settings of them. But I really like this song and how we'll get into it.
Yeah. This reminds me of something, but I can't think of what
it's the Pixies.
There we go. Thank you.
So Where's My Mind?
Yep. I couldn't think of it, but that's definitely it.
So it's just like three notes, right? Boom. And then that's like a Pixie thing.
Yeah.
Like we'll just add that. And this version is not like super weird, but like when they play it live. When all is said and done. And her voice type at this point. is very thin and wispy, right? It's like, oh, like you probably don't have a lot of power. Like that's what you're thinking now. But were you gonna say anything?
I was just gonna say I know this song. It was not one that I had saved already on Spotify or anything.
But you've heard it before.
But I've heard it, and I had no idea where. I just was like trying to look it up and see if I knew from like was it on this show or this, and I can't find anything. I've definitely heard it before. I like it too. It's cool.
I love this the slide guitar, piano. It's just a simple bass line and then like a lot of ethereal stuff going on, and her voice is thickening up.
Yeah,
it's like not so much like, hey guys, how you doing? It's like I'm in charge now. And the way that she says, just like, I guess I'm feeling numb, but like numb is so short.
Yeah. Yeah, she could easily numb, like she could easily hold that out.
And then we're back that little piano line.
But we're keeping the heavier feel.
Yeah, it's as I like to point out things.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this song must be louder than everything we've listened to recently.
Yeah, because it's the first thing you had to like turn down.
Yeah. That line right there.
That's cool, and the way they did with the effect.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like it's...
So they muffle it to be like, bury my head in the sand, and it's... Bury my head in the sand. So I like when the recording of the thing matches the thing.
Right.
So like last week's song in Photograph, how it end, like I don't want this to ever end, and it ends on a 5, meaning it doesn't complete the song. This is like adds that type of thing, which we talked about Thrice before. So there's an album by Thrice. Where is it?
As Bo looks on his record shelf.
I do. Yeah, we're in the basement again.
I know. I said that you haven't let me out in 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Please tell my family that I'm still alive and I care about it.
The Alchemy Index.
Jesus.
So they have fire, water, air, and earth. And then on earth, I forget what song it is, but they were recording something, and then they put the mic in a bag, in a box, and then buried the box while they're... I don't know if they were actually singing over top of it while there was dirt being shoveled onto...
Interesting.
Or if they were just like playing the song and then while this is happening. But so there's a... on the Earth one. I think the Earth one is my favorite of that. So we're looking at it. It's like a very weird...
It looks like an old school kind of like almost photo album, but also like those old... I want to say record album, but like album is the term for the other thing too. But yeah, like I have some like that are old school. Are those 10 inches?
Yeah, they're 10 inches.
That's cool.
4 10-inch records. Red one. I think this one's white.
Blue. It's very blue.
Blue. Water. The next one is air. Is air white or clear? It's white. It's
clear.
It's clear with
like white
splatter.
Yeah.
And then earth is obviously going to be green and brownish.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's enough of Thrice. Yeah, that was the sound of it closing.
Yeah.
Now I have nowhere to put it. Bastards. What were we talking about?
I don't know. Why because interesting effects and things. That's right.
Yeah. Taking the production and implementing the lyrical into the production. So, or then the musical. There's a word for that, and I forget what it is.
Tone painting kind of idea.
It's I'm looking for another book that I have. But it's like where music matches up with lyrics. And it's not tone painting. It's like it starts with an R, I think. Anyways, maybe I'll remember.
Too tired.
Too tired.
Two dudes.
That was like we'll get to that. But yeah, the I don't want to grow up la 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 la, like so it's like very
little kid like. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, what would a kid say? It's like, I don't want to grow up. La 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 la.
Yeah.
It's like there. And then we get the as I'm gonna call it, which I know that I'm off mic. I'm gonna call it Chaka.
Okay.
And this was used very heavily in a, what's the band called?
Ooga Chaka. Ooga
No,
Chaka.
it's not them. It's newer band. It's just two guys. It's 21 Pilots.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, we should do that song. That'd be good. In that, I forget what's the song called. Anyways,
the big one.
Yeah,
Heathens.
Okay, so it is Heathens, but so they have that chuck in there on guitar, but they also have another track that says "Watch It." It's like "Watch It," and like that only does it on those things. So that I'm gonna call this Chaka because that's what I. Anyways, right after the la 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 la, right here. Because it's totally just like, we're going to bring you into this chorus.
Yeah.
Which is the same as... She might be singing a little bit more aggressive.
Her voice in the chorus reminds me of somebody else, too, that I can't think of.
Very short.
Yeah.
And also falsetto-y. Bridge. Which this is like, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to listen to more of her stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot by her. Meg Myers. The album is called Take Me to the Disco.
Yeah.
I had to then move closer.
There's a panic there.
Solo, which is the chorus riff.
Yeah. I'm trying to just look up how many albums she has.
Which would the Numb part be the post-chorus, or is this the pre-chorus? And also that, like, I guess it's talking about pressure, and then on me, pushing it up.
Yeah.
So like pushing that pressure, like
she's pushing back against it almost.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
So and it's a struggle to just get to that next note, but it's not. But
yeah.
Like just that force in there.
Was that you?
This part?
No, did you say the Numb?
Yeah, the Numb.
Oh, okay.
That one right there, it's a little bit early. Which is like, you're like, wait, what? And then we're back to, it's like,
yeah.
Oh, okay. And then it's just such a hard stop.
Yeah. Does it go like right into the next tune? Or probably, I think it just does that hard stop, and then probably the next thing just kicks in. Like it's not connected. But
yeah, and then it's like 17.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, like I said, I'm interested to check out more of her stuff. It looks like she has like 3 albums and then a bunch of singles.
Yeah,
this album's from 2018, so a few years ago. So
I dig it. And I dig most of her stuff too, because like it keeps popping up into my feed, and I'm like, ooh, ad.
Yeah.
So
I want to check out some of those newer singles and then go back.
Which we suggest you to.
Yeah.
With our 2 tunes, check out House of Waters and Meg Myers and everybody else we've ever talked about. And if you'd like to suggest songs to us, you could do that on the Discord, which is in the description. Or you can email us, which most people don't because it's email, at twotunespodcast@gmail.com. And then we also have the Instagram.
At Two Tunes Podcast. We're also on Facebook.
We do have a Facebook, which I think only the people who are on it are like friends of ours.
Yeah.
Because we did that
But
blast.
people keep liking it, which is cool, like just randomly.
Yeah, but I don't think like they get the stuff that we send out every day.
Yeah,
or every week.
Yeah. Oh well.
So we post things there.
Yeah. If you like the podcast, hopefully you do. Share, subscribe, like.
And like Adam
tell people you know.
Lazarus tells.
Stop it. Stop it. That's not going to be our thing.
It is. I'm going to make it our thing. Tell all your friends. Bye. I was totally going to hit the computer the other one.
Goodbye.
Bye.